Hello?
You looking for someone special?
You're not coming to work tonight.
I think you have the wrong number. You're calling into city.
Pardon?
The number you're calling into is in city.
I don't understand. Okay. This is Karen. I'm your boss.
Ma'am, I'm retired and 76 years old. I think you have the wrong number.
All right, so I'm going to take you off the schedule.
I certainly hope so. What company are you with?
You called here several times, and I'm here. I'm at the hotel.
I have not called you, ma'am.
You're calling the girls here at the front desk, and they're concerned.
I don't know what hotel you're talking about, and I don't call people after 10 o'clock at night. What hotel are you calling about?
Okay. Correct?
Are you wanting to talk to someone in city?
No.
Well, let's see if we can't figure this out. The number that you called me on is, oh dear.
Hello?
I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out this new phone system I've installed, and I haven't read the manual yet.
I'm in the South.
In the South?
Macon, Georgia.
Oh, my gosh. And you're calling about a hotel in city?
Yes, ma'am. From Macon, Georgia.
From Macon. Oh, my gosh. Well, you reached the residence of Angela. I'm a 75-year-old widow. I don't call people after 10 o'clock at night. As a rule, I try not to call anybody ever because I don't like to talk on the phone. But I don't know what, I don't know how you call one number and it rings at a different number.
My phone rang, and I guess y'all's phone rang too. I don't know how it got connected.
I don't either. This is residence. And I've been in this house. We had it built in 1989, so I've been here quite a while, and this is the first time I've had something like this happen.
They kept saying things, and I finally hung up, and then it rang right back, and it was your dad.
I beg your pardon?
I told him off, and then I hung up, and the phone rang again, and then it was your dad, and he was saying that,
my dad's been dead since 1960. My father's been dead since 1968, so I kind of doubt it was my father that called. I did call you and got a message that the phone number I reached was unavailable. So I just hung up and decided to forget about it. It was just a wrong number. And then when you called me now, it rang back on my phone. But my phone number is not whatever this number you called on. My phone number is actually in the area code, and the last four numbers of my phone is, and I'm sure
that happened probably about 3 weeks ago.
No, I don't call people to solicit them for anything.
Yeah, it's coming from the same number. For the past 3 weekends, every weekend, someone's calling me from your phone talking about what I just told you, chocolate chip peanut butter.
That's just not possible, ma'am, because I live alone with a small dog and cat, and I don't have gentlemen friends or anything like that would be in the house late on a weekend night. I don't know how it got crossed, but obviously got crossed. You might call your telephone provider and explain this to them and ask them if they can monitor your number and tell where exactly it's coming from, because it's not coming from my house.
Yes.
It is not coming from my house. I don't know how the lines got switched, but there is definitely something wrong. Is your telephone carrier with AT&T?
Yes, ma'am.
See, mine is too. So there's something haywire going on at AT&T since they took on DirecTV. That's what I do. You can go online and look at the schedule of calls that you've both received and made. And it'll show the phone number, the date and time, and the number that called. And then a little better. But it didn't come from my house.
Okay.
I'm so sorry that it's a problem, but it doesn't involve me.
Every weekend this happens.
Is it employees calling or just not showing up to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, dear. Well, I used to work as a relief auditor for several motels, Holiday Inn Express and Comfort Suites and La Quinta, and help them get those 3 motels up and running. But as soon as they got those motels up and running and a pretty good stream of patrons, then I stopped working altogether because my husband was ill and I needed to be home with him. And sure enough, he died suddenly in my arms at home before the first care providers could get here. And so he died in 2009. And I haven't had a soul in this house since then. And so I can't explain why the wires are crossed. But as I said, I live in the area code. And my last 4 digits of my phone number are
okay.
I hope you get it worked out. I understand how miserable this can make life for the desk clerks when other employees don't show up, but I can't help you from here.
Right. I'm not sure.
Is it the same employee calling, or is it, well, you probably wouldn't know that, or is it like a group of employees that have gotten together and they're just doing this to play games with you?
I have no idea.
Have you talked to them at any point on the weekends when they would call?
No, ma'am.
Or do they just call and hang up?
Yes, ma'am.
That's awful. Well, I wish you good luck in getting this straightened out. As I said, I know that you can go online. You get into your AT&T account and click at the top under Manage Features, My AT&T Account, and then Manage Features. And once you get to that point, then you can tell it. You click on the one that says calls received, and then there's another one that's calls made from your phone. And that should help you a lot because it will tell you the time and date that calls came in from a particular number and area code. And you might be able to track down whoever's doing this that way. And if you have any trouble doing it that way online, just call AT&T and give them your customer number, your account number, and there's usually a code number just for security, and they will help you get it straightened out because they're very, very helpful. If you need help of any nature, whether it's a landline or wireless or anything, they'll help you with it. They seem to be very accommodating. but I don't think from area code that I can be of much help.
I have my boyfriend's calling. I need to let y'all go so I can answer the call, but I hope everything works out for y'all.
I didn't hear a word of that. Something's wrong. My phone sounds like it's going dead on me.
My boyfriend's calling. I need to let y'all go.
I can't understand you. It sounds like there's some kind of interference now. I was going to try and see if I could determine again what caller, what number is ringing in on my line. Let me get something to write with, and we'll see if we can chase down some information that AT&T may want. If we get disconnected, it's not because I hung up on you. It's just that I'm trying to do 8 things at once with a phone in my hand and paper and pencil in another. Okay, I'm going to try to find the number that the caller ID registered when both of these calls came in. Hold on just a moment and see if I can do it.
Hello? 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 Anybody there?
Hello? This is...
Hello?
Yes, who are you calling, please?
Yes. This is Fred.
I don't know if any Fred that calls this late at night.
Okay.
Originating. And it's the area code is 507. But something very strange has just happened. As I was checking to see if you were still on the line or whether we had already been disconnected and I needed to call you back, my phone rang. And when I said, hello, this is Mrs. A gentleman, a deep-voiced gentleman said, hello, this is Fred. I said, I don't know anyone named Fred that would call after 10 o'clock at night. And he acted like he was either drunk or he didn't get the answer he was expecting. And he said, oh, okay. And at that point, I hung up on him. But is that your phone number that you're calling from?
No, ma'am.
It isn't. And see, it came through twice. 507. That's the caller ID number that registered when your calls came in to my home. And my home number is area, and it's nothing like your phone number. So I would call AT&T and get somebody there to help you.
I really don't know either. I don't know what's going on.
That's really weird. I've never had an experience like this before.
Hello?
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 I think we have a three-way party line going. Would you state your name, please? We're trying to figure out what's going on with the phones.
This is Dee Dee.
Dee Dee, my name is Angela. And, sir, what's your name?
This is Fred.
And I don't know how you got my number because it's not at all like this Dee Dee's number. And when she gets an incoming call, I'm in city. And when she gets an incoming call in Georgia, did you say? It rings at my home in city, and we can't figure out why. So would you mind telling us your city location?
LA County.
Los Angeles County? Oh,
yes.
My goodness. AT&T is more confused than we are. That's
The
only
number is
thing
909-595-2264.
Hold on just a second, please, and let me write that down. 909?
909-595-2264.
595-2264.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why it's ringing at my house, but it definitely is. And you weren't calling area code, were you? Fred?
Excuse me?
You were not calling an area code that's...
No.
See, and that's my area code. And your area code is 909, and Dee Dee's is 507. So, do you use AT&T as your carrier, sir?
Yes.
All three of us do. Something's gone haywire at AT&T. That's the only way I can explain it. Something has gone haywire, and usually if they're changing software programs or adding something or deleting something, they'll do it in the middle of the night. Hopefully most people will be asleep. But that's my recommendation, is just to wait until morning. If it's possible, wait till morning and call AT&T. Give them your customer number and tell them what happened tonight and the numbers involved, and ask them to check into it and then give you a report on what had happened and why. Because I'm recuperating. Is crushed, and I'd much rather have my sleep than being upset with phone calls from strangers at 12 in the morning or 1 in the morning.
All righty.
All right, can you do that, Dee Dee? Can you call AT&T in the morning?
Hello?
Dee Dee?
Yes,
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, he's calling. This gentleman that was on the line with us says his first name is Fred, and he's calling from Los Angeles, California area code. So, and his carrier is AT&T as well. So I tend to believe that there's something haywire going on at AT&T. And they probably would try to help us tonight. But on the other hand, I think I'd just rather wait and call them in the morning after 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, can you do that? Does that mean you're going to have to work a double shift?
No, ma'am.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, if I weren't recouping from a bad break in my leg and I lived nearby you, I would come down and help just for tonight. But it's a little far for me to drive.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you take care. And I'm so sorry that this has happened to you, but I surely believe that it's somehow AT&T got their wires crossed. And as a result, this is probably happening all over the United States. And people are just going to have to keep complaining to AT&T to get it straightened out. And I'll call them, too. In the morning, I'll call, too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye, Dee Dee.